even up to last night, I wasn't planning to come here, I think. I was planning to work on my billing. And I thought, a friend texted me this morning and asked me if I was coming. And I said, I need to work, and here I am. She saved me a seat right in front. So this year my wife died of ovarian cancer. And there's a couple things that I've been struggling with, I think, which are the letting go part. I keep feeling her in my house.
Well, you can't let go of someone who's after you all the time.
Yeah.
Gotta let go of you. Go away. What's that? You're interested in what I'm doing? You'd like to be here with me? Why would you want to let go of that?
That, and I just keep feeling her in my house, and I tune into her vibration, and we have conversations, and I can feel her love, the love relationship that we had so strongly on my body.
Yes.
And then...
well, we're not teasing you, but we really want to sort of poke around here just a little bit. People talk about acceptance about these things. And what we would like you to accept is different than what most people think that they're accepting. We don't want you to accept that your relationship is over and that she's gone. We want you to accept that it's different. We don't want you to accept that she's gone. We want you to accept that she's present and interested. We don't want you to accept that you have to let go. We do want you to accept that you have to let go of anything that is painful, because you can't have true connection with who you really are or with her as long as you're focused in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable. But there is something so much more pleasing for you that you're on the cusp of experiencing, that once you let go of the misunderstandings about death and the misunderstandings about what happens after death and the misunderstandings of the interest of your dearly not so departed, as they make a transition from being focused in the physical body to being completely focused in their non-physical beingness, but accepting the wholeness of who they are will help you to become whole in a way that you never have been before, you see. There's such misunderstanding about this physical and non-physical. You and your physical body are extensions of non-physical, but there is so much of you that is non-physical all of the time. And that was true of her. Even when the two of you were messing around here in your physical experiences together, your relationship really, even then, was more about both of your non-physical essences coming forward, you see. And that part is still vivid for her, not for you, because you're choosing, and it's all right, most people do, you're choosing to look at life and death. There is no death, but life and weird life differently than it really is. And so what happens, we want to remind you, and we know you know this, but it's really important to get this out here right in the beginning of this gathering. Whenever you feel grief or pain of any kind, negative emotion of any kind, whether it's anger or even something lighter like frustration, whenever you feel any of that negative emotion, it always means you and your inner being have a difference of opinion on what you're thinking about. So that's important to realize, because it means your inner being is thinking about what you're thinking about. But your inner being's understanding about what you're thinking about is different than your understanding about what you're thinking about. So you're off the signal. You're off the signal. And so grief is really the most interesting one, because grief for humans is about separation and about loss. And since there isn't any separation and there isn't any loss, your inner being is never focusing that way. And when you do, you cause a vibrational rift between you and you see. When Jerry, Esther's beloved, made his transition, she was so sad and wanting so much to find him and mad at him because he wasn't obvious. In fact, she couldn't find him anywhere. She couldn't find him anywhere. And it took a while for her to feel that and be mad about it, and then settle down and forget she was mad when we could slip in a comment here and there. And we said to her, Esther, you got to stop looking for him where he isn't and start looking for him where he is. Well, that got her attention, because of course she's been playing with us for all of these years. She knows about non-physical. She knows that we are real, but she had accepted us as a non-physical collective consciousness, maybe some of what God is. And she wasn't thinking about Jerry that way. She just wanted Jerry. She just wanted Jerry. She just wanted the vibrational essence of Jerry. She accepted she couldn't have Jerry. He was long gone. She knew there was no point in looking around for him. He wasn't coming back into his physical body, but she wanted his essence. And it bothered her that he felt so much like Abraham. She didn't want him to feel like Abraham. She wanted him to feel like Jerry. Well, he's not ever going to feel quite like Jerry, because he left all behind, any insecurities or any things that were bothering. He left those all behind. So the pure essence of who he now is all of the what you've been asking for part, you see. And so when you feel absence of someone, it's because you're vibrationally different than they are. And when you feel the presence of them, it's because you're vibrationally same as they are. So what's happening to you, and you'll know this as you hear us say it, for whatever reason, you're not focused upon the absence. You're forgetting for a moment the grief that you've been feeling. And in not doing that thing you do that keeps you from receiving her, you receive her. And then almost as soon as you receive her, you decide to start missing her again, because you're receiving someone who feels different. Because we are different in non-physical. We are not negative. We're not worried about stuff. We're not focused upon the stuff you're pushing against. We're not insecure. We are joy and love. And so when you let yourself be there, then you feel that. Think of her just for a little while as an amplified emotional guidance system. Just a little bit, just an amplification of that. So that's basically what we wanted to say to you. And now we want to hear anything that you want to say to us about it.